So we had a fun one today. Today we're going to find out if you want to open some space-themed cards, are you better off getting Edge of Eternities Collector Booster Box or the equivalent of a Collector Booster Box? I'm not even sure what they call these, the Ultimate Premium Pack for Collectors. So I guess it's actually Collector Boosters, technically, of Star Wars Unlimited Legends of the Force, which I believe is the newest set. So we're going to do a little battle and see which ones of these gives us more value. Do we get more value out of Edge of Eternities, out of Star Wars? Let's crack them open and find out. Today's show is brought to you by Foil Armor. Is your fancy new Secret Lair card shaped like a Pringle? Do you have problems with your foils curling? Well, Foil Armor is the ultimate solution for flattening your foils. It's a two-way humidity pack that you simply put inside an airtight container with your cards, and Foil Armor will absorb and release moisture, making your cards completely flat. Put a pack in your storage box to keep your cards flat forever. Head over to foilarmor.com today and use the code MTGGoldfish to get 15% off. All right, so let's get into this. I will say, I did a bit of research. I did a bit of research on the Star Wars cards, but I do not know Star Wars anywhere near as well as I know Magic. So I will look up all the prices and price everything as we go, but I might not know all the prices as we go along. But I will do my best. I did some research. I know Darth Vader's really good. There's an Anakin that's really good. I know there's serialized cards in here, which is also pretty sweet. These are very similar to collector boosters, aren't they? I believe it's the same. Is it the same number of packs? I believe it's the same number of packs. I will say I think I'd like just like the feel of the boosters. I like how maybe I'm just more familiar with Magic, but these feel a little more like brittle. I don't know. It's weird. They feel different to me. These are like looser, and I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go back and forth, pack by pack, and keep our running total who wins. So let's start with what we know. Let's start with what we know. Edge of Eternities Pack 1. I'm curious before we get into this. What do you think is gonna give us more value? I know Star Wars cards have real value. I know if you hit a serialized card, they are hundreds of dollars. I don't know what the odds are. Probably not super high, but all right. Edge of Eternities Pack 1. Let's see how we do. So commons and uncommons, nothing really of value here. Island and Pinnacle Emissary, Glistening Massif, Hard Lake Container, Raging Ravine in the land slot, so not a big hit. And okay, well, Breeding Pool Showcase, off to a good start. This is where I feel like Magic might have the advantage. I feel like when it comes to high-end cards, I imagine that Star Wars, with the serialized cards, wow, these packs are they're like papery. It's so weird. After opening so many Magic packs, let's see what these Star Wars cards, okay. Mother Telzin, I don't even know who that character is. So this is a leader. So my understanding of this game is you have a leader in a base. Is this a base? No, not necessarily. Hunting Nexus. Okay. I think that's a common. Jedi Sentinel. The art is cool, I guess. I feel like, I don't know. I always struggle because I'm like, how much of it is just familiarity with Magic versus other games? Magic to me just looks normal. So I'm used to the border. I'm used to the style. The Star Wars cards, they don't look bad. We got to see some showcase treatments. These look, I don't know, kind of Lorcani maybe. Eighth Brother, Sinhati. Ooh, Darth Revenant's lightsabers. Okay, these are all foil. That does look pretty cool. It's an upgrade. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. Huh. I'm just barely learning how to play this game. Ooh, okay. Grand Inquisitor, you're right to be afraid. This looks like a showcase treatment. I don't know how expensive it is. Medical Frigate. Protect the Pod. Karis, it's a unit. And Doku, it's a Jedi. Justianu, and Refugee of the Path foil. And, Karis. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure which of these actually have value. One thing I will say that I do not like about these cards is, unlike Magic, you can't easily tell the rarity. So I'm never sure when I open Star Wars. I'm like, is that a rare? Is that a mythic? Is that a common? It's not. I wish it was readily apparent what the rarity is. Or maybe, if you're a Star Wars fan, maybe you know. Oh my God, there's something good on the back of this pack. I got a sneak peek. Oh man, I think Magic is gonna crush the Star Wars game. Oh man. All right. Yeah. Sure. Moonlight Meditation, long range sensor, weapons manufacturer, lumbering falls. Oh my God. Okay. Well, that is an incredibly expensive Magic card. Exalted Sunborn. Yeah, good luck, Star Wars. Good luck. That is Showcase Treatment Exalted Sunborn. These are really rare. Exalted Sunborn's already incredibly expensive. And this is, I think, the most expensive version of Exalted. Look at how it shimmers. It's the most expensive version of Exalted Sunborn you can get. Star Wars is going to have to pick it up. Also, I got to say, I'm kind of... Well, let's see. Let's open some more Star Wars. So far, I'm disappointed in the Showcase street. We got nothing. Where's something in our Star Wars packs that look like this? Our first pack, like... Yeah, we got more foils, I guess. This is, I think, some sort of Showcase treatment. But compared to that, like, look at our two Showcase cards so far. Just as far as what looks cooler. And I know I'm biased because I do Magic all the time, but this looks so cool. All right, let's see. This is pack 2. Maybe we just haven't got to the super cool. Give us a Darth Vader or an Anakin. Mother Tanslin. How about a foil Guardian of the Wheels? Jedi Temple Guards, Long Beam Crusher. That's a pretty, I like how clean this card looks. I do like just the cleanness of the white border. Darth Sidious, Marin in foil, Orang Sing, Scythe. Oh, okay, Father. That's a sweet Showcase treatment card. I don't know if it's valuable, but that's a cool looking treatment. That's a cool looking. I still don't know if it beats that. Just like, oh, the fractured foil looks so cool, but that is a sweet treatment. Itinerant Warriors, Knight's Saber, Sand Trooper Cavalry, Rampage. Is that okay, I think that's a Showcase of some kind. Rampage. Ooh, okay, we got a base. Tomb of Elram. And, oh, okay, the Will of the Force. Foil Showcase. I feel like that might be worth something. Return a non-leader unit to its owner's hand. You may use the Force. If you do, that player discards a card at random from their hand. Seems like, ooh, Jedi Vector. That actually, wow, look at, okay, the foiling looks pretty cool on that. Look at how it catches the lasers or whatever, the tractor beams, whatever those are. Okay, I will say that's actually a sick looking card. That is probably the coolest looking. I like how the foiling looks. That's probably the coolest looking Star Wars card we've gotten so far. All right, back to Magic. I don't know how we're gonna top Exalted Sunborn Fractured Foil. That is a hit. I feel like Magic might have won just with that one card. Well, we'll see. We'll see when we add it all up. Like I said, I did a bit of research on like what the big hits are we're looking for, but I don't know all the $5 cards in the Star Wars set. Ooh, all right. The worst of the planet lands, but still, it's a planet. It's a planet. Mox-ite Refinery, Halia, Guided by Light, Power Depot, Depot, Light Stall Inquisitor, and oh, that's an art card. All right. Well, that was not much of a Magic pack. All right, it's giving Star Wars a chance to catch back up. It is weird. These packs just feel so weird to me. They're like, wait, are they recyclable? Can I recycle these? Oh, if I can recycle these, that's bonus points for... I still don't know if I can. That's still kind of foily. They feel more papery than Magic, though. That would be bonus points. I wish Magic wrappers were recyclable. Avar Kriss is a leader, which I don't think is on the super valuable list. Ooh, okay. Jedi Knight. Lothcat, Jedi Guardian. Following the Path. One of the things that's kind of cool about these cards that Magic doesn't do much. They do more of now, but like the art moves around. On Magic, it's pretty consistent that text box on the bottom, art on the top. But on these Star Wars cards, as you can see here, like we got art on the bottom, we got art on the top. It kind of moves around based on the card. Ooh, that's a cool card. Flight of the Inquisitor. Plo Koon, the Sun, Embodiment of Darkness. Hey! Anakin Skywalker. Wait, is this a good one? Anakin Skywalker. Anakin Skywalker, Champion of Mortis. Yes. So I believe that this card is one of the big hits. I think it's like $30 maybe. I want to say it's around $30, but I believe this is this and Darth Vader's Twilight of the Apprentice or something are the two big ones. What does this actually do? So it looks to me like a 6-mana 5/7. When played, if there's a something card in your discard pile, you can give it a unit -3/-3 for this phase. When played, if there's another kind of card in your discard pile, you may give a unit -3. Oh, so it's like a Shriek Maw. Anakin just comes in and kills something. I see. Outer Rim Mystic. Pounce. Wait, is that loot? Did they steal loot? Did they steal loot from... Wait, did Magic steal loot from Star Wars? That's loot. That's loot. That's loot. That is 100% loot. If that was a Jace or a Vraska, we would not know that was not loot. That looks so much like loot. I didn't know we were ripping off Star Wars. I knew that Final Fantasy had ripped off, the father-son Cloud and Sephiroth thing, but Kylo Ren, I feel like Kylo Ren might actually be on the list of hits in this set. I feel like. Serialized? Ooh, Jedi Knight Extended Foil. I mean, the treatments do look cool. I will say, like, that's just a good looking card. And Acid JJ Ventress. So Star Wars. I know like original Star Wars. I even watched Jar Jar Binks era Star Wars. I do not know all the new like knockoff shows though. Those characters, there's some characters I know in here. There's also some characters I'm like, I have no idea who that is. All right, back to Magic. I feel like Magic is still in the lead. Although we did get a nice Star Wars set. One of the other things that I think gives Magic an advantage in this, and it's not going to be reflected in the video. Frenzied Baloth, Wandering Fumarole again. Terra Symbiosis, okay, Extended Showcase. These actually look kind of similar, don't they? The treatment-wise. I guess Extended Foil is going to look kind of the same no matter what game you're playing. The one advantage I would say overall for Magic is I feel like Magic is easier to sell. I don't think there's the equivalent of like Card Conduit for Star Wars cards. So if we get some expensive cards, Protect the Pod. I'm not sure. Ooh, In the Shadows. Is that the Emperor? That's, yeah. Emperor, what? Palpatine? Man, Star Wars fans are going to hate me if I mess up that. Sorcerers of Tund. Ki Amadi Mundi. That guy. Malakili. Ooh, oh, Yoda. Okay, I'm pretty sure Yoda was on the hit list. I'm pretty sure Yoda, Anakin. I mean, if I know the character, it's probably good, right? N1, so I think that's a hit. It's not foil though, unfortunately. N1 Starfighter, Pen1 Starfighter, Toon Frynock, the Goian Master, Sifo Diaz, Crushing Blow, and okay, Sheening Flurry. I still don't really know. Like, is this a rare? I really don't know. Are we opening? How many of these are rare? How many of these are uncommons? I'm actually not sure. Well, back to Magic. We are not quite halfway through the ultimate space battle here. What do we get from Edge of Eternities outside of a Corgi? Forest, Cosmogoyf. I do love Cosmogoyf. Solar Array, another Terra Symbiosis, Sunken Citadel, and the Ceramia. All right, that's not a great Magic pack. All right, this is Star Wars Chance. I think we're gonna need a serialized card. I think that's what we need. Supreme Leader Snonk. Snonk's going up. Graceful Purgil. Kadu, is that a space cow that you ride on? What was the thing? Remember when they had to cut the thing open and sleep inside of it? What was that? What type of creature was that? Refugee of the Path. Darth Maul's lightsaber. I feel like there is a lightsaber that's valuable. I don't know that I think it's constructed lightsaber or something. But we'll see. This might still be worth something. Pillowy Star Compass for solutions. It's not a trick. It's an illusion. Second Sisters. Ooh. Oh, that's like Baby Yoda. That's gotta be, is that Baby Yoda? That's Baby Yoda. Why is Baby 1/6? Baby Yoda's got a big butt. Baby Yoda's got a big butt. Guggen Warrior, Praetorian Guard, Adept of Anger, Ataru Onslaught, the daughter. See, I think the problem with Youngling Padawan. That looks expensive. I don't know if the card's good, but the treatment's cool. And we got something else back here. Ooh. Apo Rancius. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if these cards, I don't know how much they're worth. We're gonna have to find out. I'm not sure. Maybe Star Wars is doing better than I think. I know that Fractured Foil was really expensive. So that's why I think Magic is currently ahead. But you know better than me, because I'm gonna keep a running score of both in the video. So you're gonna know. I just don't know because I haven't edited it yet. All right, what do we get here? I do like Star Wars. I wonder, do you think we will ever get actual Star Wars crossover in Magic? Creeping Tar Pit. Oh, Deafening. I love this treatment. This is, I will also say, I have not seen anything in Star Wars as cool as this yet. Like, it seems like the special treatments in the Star Wars packs, they're still cool, but they're not like, worn edges. Maybe it's just that Magic's been going so long, but like, that is a cool looking treatment. The special guests from the set look so sweet. Even though its Deafening Silence isn't worth that much, it's such a cool looking card. Hey, it's our buddy Snonk again. Snonk. We got that last bag. What do we get here? Curious Flock. Aw. Cute. Sorceress Blast. And one Starfighter. Gunji. Wait, is that Chewie? Is that baby Chewie? Was there a baby of everything? That looks like baby Chewie. He's finding himself. Lightsaber Throw. Sounds dangerous. Supremacy. Sophodias. Hey! Oh. Anakin Skywalker. Wait. I'm pretty sure Anakin Skywalker. Oh, wait. This might be the wrong one. Anakin Skywalker. This is Force Prodigy. The good one, I think, is Anakin Skywalker, Champion of Mortis. So I'm not sure if this version of Anakin is actually good. That is a sweet looking treatment, though. That is, I still like, personally, I would take Deafening Silence, but that's a fine looking card. Acolyte of the Beyond. How about a Army of the Dead? Sounds like a Magic card name. Depala Baliba, the Father. Jedi Trails, Jedi Temple Guards, and the Burden of the Master. Yeah, I think we got an Anakin, which is good, but I think it's the wrong Anakin. All right, let's see what we get here. Back to Magic. We're entering half two of our boxes. We're halfway through. Possibility Tech. Backup Commander from the Precons. Extinguisher Battleship. Contested Warzone. We have not run very well with the land slot in this box. Biotech Specialist. We have not gotten anything cool from the land slot. We need an Ancient Tomb. Ooh. Star Wars, I don't believe, even uses lands. I think my understanding of Star Wars is it's one of those games where you can play your cards as resources or as lands. I'm sure someone's gonna correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Leader, Third Sister. Padawan Starfighter, Relic Scavenger, Army of the Dead, this time in foil. That is kind of sweet art. I don't know why are there zombies in Star Wars, honestly? I missed that episode. Why are these space zombies? I'm actually curious why there's an Army of the Dead. Where did that come from? Hyena Bomber, Cheyenne Fury, Priestess of the Force, Mind Tricks, perhaps Jedi Mind Tricks. Hey, Second Sister. Okay. I don't know who Second Sister is, but I feel like that could be a good card. Overpower, The Will of the Force, Whirlwind of Power, Marion, The Burden of the Masters, and Blue Squadron Assault Wing. It's another pretty sweet looking card. I do like, and Old Daka. I do like how the foils look in this game, I will say. And honestly, card wise, just going by like card stock, I guess it feels pretty similar. I'm going to be curious to see if the Star Wars cards do any curling, which has been an issue with Magic cards. I'm curious if that's going to be an issue with Star Wars cards or not. Well, let's go back to Magic here. See what we can find. So our best open, I think, so far, between either game is definitely that Fractured Foil. Island. Ooh, Uthros. Titanic God Core. That's a hit. That's a hit. That is a Tolarian Academy with about 4 extra steps. But once you get there, you built yourself a Tolarian Academy. Mutavault. I think that's a relatively good card from the land slot. Not quite Ancient Tomb, but still pretty good. And a Servandam showcase. All right, we'll take a Mutavault. Well, back to Star Wars. I do like, one thing I will say about these Star Wars packs, they're super easy to rip open compared to Magic. You can just tear right through them. They're like much more papery. Kit Fistos. Sure. How about Thralls of the Coven? Will of the Force. We've got a lot of those. Supremacy Tie SF. Inquisitor's Lightsaber. Impossible Escape. In foil. Infused Battlecrawler. Grogu. Hey, Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda again. Okay, I mean, it is kind of cool to open cards with Baby Yoda. Darth Vader, Twilight of Presidents. I know this is a good one. This one, I think this one's like, I think the normal version is like $50. What is foil? I feel like this might be a huge hit. This is, I believe, with my little limited knowledge of of Star Wars, I believe this is like the best card in the set. And it's in foil, and it's in showcase treatment. I'm pretty sure that's a massive hit. Is it enough to catch up with that Fractured Foil? That I'm not sure about, but that I think is probably the best card we've opened out of Star Wars so far. I think. It's worse. Defeat a non-leader unit. All right, I like the simplicity. It's like Star Wars Murder, but it's 7 for some reason. Suresu Stance. I'm probably Constructed Lightsaber. Hey, okay, that's another hit. Constructed Lightsaber I know is also very good as far as value goes. That was a good pack. That was a really good pack. Not foil or anything, but still. Go into hiding and Niman Strike. Okay, Star Wars actually might be catching back up. Wow, watch Star Wars actually beat Magic. Are we opening the wrong game? Should we be putting all of our money into Star Wars booster boxes? maybe we're opening the wrong game. I will say the Star Wars cards look pretty cool. They do look pretty cool. If you've played the Star Wars game, let me know. Is it worth playing? Is it worth actually getting into? Beyond the Quiet, like I said, I've just barely started to learn. Someone from the Twitch stream really loves the game and has been kind of getting me into it a little bit. So I'm curious what people think about it. Famished World Size is a hit. Mystifying Maze, not a hit. Space-Time Anomaly. Well, good for Hope. Estium. And an art card. All right. Well, back to Star Wars. I think that last pack is our best Star Wars pack, unless we get like a serialized card or something, but Grand Inquisitor. Ooh, I don't know if Grand Inquisitor is worth anything. It is a leader. I think the leaders have a backside too, right? Yes. On attack, defender gets -2, -0 for this attack. Last words. I'm pretty sure that's don't we have a last word in Magic too? DRK 1 probe droid. Banking Clan Shuttle. all right, a little banking in space. Oldaka. Lor Santika. Jedi Holocron. Oh, Luke. Oh my god, Luke Skywalker. Wait, is this good? A Hero's Beginning. I mean, I assume it's Luke, right? So it's got to be good. We're gonna have to find out. It might actually be a hit. There also might be a lot of like $5 or $10 Star Wars cards that I didn't know were worth $5 or $10 because I'm new to opening them. Knight's Saber, not a lightsaber, but a Knight's Saber, and a Craving Power. It's an upgrade. All right, we have 3 packs left for each. I'm actually not sure who's winning now. I'm actually not sure. I don't know. It might actually be, I don't know. We still got the fractured. I think the fractured foil still got to be the most expensive card we've opened. But we've started hitting some good Star Wars cards, so it might actually be a close race here. Mountain and Infinite Guideline Station, Radiant Summit, Pinnacle Emissary, Nesting Grounds. Ooh, okay. Showcase Dominion Bracelet, that's a hit. Not Japanese Showcase, not Fractured Foil, but still. That's such a cool card. The idea of Mindslaver on equipment is just such a neat idea. I will say the anime art, I probably take Star Wars Showcase treatments, honestly. The anime art doesn't really do it for me. I would rather have the normal art on this card, honestly. Although I'm not going to complain because value-wise, I think Showcase is better, but that is one place where I think like Fractured Foil Magic beats Star Wars as far as Showcase cards or foiling. But this treatment, I think Star Wars might actually beat it for me. For me personally, I know other people love anime, but do you think, I mentioned this briefly earlier, do you think we will ever get, it's a disturbance in the Force. Do you think we will get a Universes Beyond Star Wars? Would Star Wars let them do that? Would Disney let Hasbro actually do it? Or would they not because they don't want to be competing? I'm actually not sure. I'm curious what people think though, because I feel Cinderaglan Showcase treatment. Looking pretty sharp. I do like that treatment. The borderless cards look the borderless cards in Star Wars, I think look better than borderless cards in Magic. That's my initial impression at least. Pork. It's a little pork. It's like a Memnite. It is literally the Memnite of Star Wars. A 0-mana 1/1. It's a Memnite. I might start using this as a Memnite proxy. Slith Legionnaire. Shatterpoint Force. Darth Sidious. Ooh, Corrupted Saber. Like that's a sweet looking treatment. I don't know if Corrupted Saber is a good enough card to be worth a ton. Maybe it is. It might actually be. And Heavy Blaster Cannons. All right, 2 packs to go each. Star Wars vs. Edge of Eternities. The Ultimate Space Card Battle. What do we get? 2 packs to go from Magic. Anti-Casual Vestige. I will say, one of the things I like, and I know the Star Wars game is focused on Star Wars, and they do space all the time. Magic has never done space before. One of the things I like about Magic is the focus on like planets and stuff. You don't see that as much in the Star Wars card, but I don't hold that against Star Wars because it makes sense that they'd focus on their Shambling Vent. The art on these is also good. Salty again too. It's also good, but the card is not that good. Emissary Escort Foil. That was a bad Magic pack. I think the door is open. I think the door is open for Star Wars to steal this. I don't know. I am talking without knowing because I don't know enough of the prices, but we will see. What do we get out of Star Wars? Leader, Ashok Tano, whoever that is. Ooh. Kujon's Jin's Ether Sprite. I said that very badly. Volpet. There are some cool animals in Star Wars space. Acolyte of the Beyond. Force Slow. Directed by the Force. BD1. The Purgle King. Wait, is that a space whale? That looks like a drunken space whale. All right, maybe I want to build a drunken space whale back now. Ooh, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Wait, that's got to be good, right? It's Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan didn't show up on my list of like most expensive cards, but I mean, it's Obi-Wan. It's gotta be good. Exgolo Patroller, a Disturbance in the Force again. Jedi Guardian, Mace Windu, Zuckuss. Zuckuss. Look at that blaster. What's a Bounty Hunter? Awaken Specters. 4 or 5 in it. It's a Chowing Yeti. For all you Hearthstone fans out there. And directed by the Force. All right, last packs. Edge of Eternities versus Star Wars. Come on. We need a big hit here. We need a big hit. I feel like the Edge of Eternities box has been mid compared to the boxes we opened before. What do we get? Swamp and, all right, Arch Enemy's Charm. I do like that card, and the art's cool. Earthos Research Craft, good commander card. All right, Sacred Foundry, we'll take the Shockland. Unfortunately, not a Galaxy foil, but still. Creeping Tar Pit from the land slot. Oh, Frenzied Baloth. All right, ooh, there's some sweet art card action. All right, Star Wars, this is your chance. Star Wars Unlimited. It's the Carbonite edition, which I think means, I guess I kind of like that I can rip open in the packs. They seem less secure, but they are easier to open. What do we get? Darth Revenant is our leader. When a friendly unit attacks and defeats a unit, you may exhaust this leader. If you do, you get an experience token, give an experience token to a friendly unit. Backside, restore 1. Huh. Interesting. What do we get here? Hyperspace Wave. Oh, man, I gotta build the Drunken Space Octopus deck now. That can go in our Space Whale set. Fallen Jedi. Jedi Starfighter. Heavy Missile Gunship. Well, that card looks cool. I do like some of the art on these. Like, some of the art just looks really cool. Ray. Eye of the Scion. Mace Windu. We got that one last pack, right? A Mace Windu. Unleash Rage. How about a Revenking Gunkard? Village Tender. Ooh. Eighth Brother. HK Assassin Droid. I feel like we were just talking about that. Now we got a foil one. It's also, wait, do we get 2 of the same card in this pack? Oh, I see. We already got, this is a foil one. This is non-foil extended. 2 more cards. Oh, Village Tender again. I will say hidden. Restore 1. I like the red text. I also like the art on that card. That's a bunch of Wookiees. That is kind of cute. I don't know if it's good or not. Last card. Focus determines reality. Interesting. Well, I'm going to have to add all these up, figure out the prices. I'm not sure who won. Is it this pile of Star Wars Unlimited cards? Or is it this pile of Magic the Gathering cards with an art card on top? I'm going to say, my guess, and this is very much in the dark, just because, like I said, I got to look up some of the Star Wars prices especially. My guess is that pack number 2 of Magic essentially won Magic this battle. I think that this Exalted Sunborn, I'm going to say, if we had not hit this in the Magic box, Star Wars probably did pretty fine. But I think when we got everything up, the value of this single card, I don't think we got anything close to that out of Star Wars. So I think if we didn't get this card, it would have been pretty close. But I think Magic's going to win just because Exalted Sunborn is a very expensive hit. So anyway, I'm going to figure this out, and do the math, add everything up, and I will be back, or future Seth actually will be back, to do a little wrap up on our Ultimate Space Battle. All right, Future Seth here. And because Future Seth really likes Blue Gatorade Zero, to wrap up our Ultimate Space TCG opening. And I gotta say, that was way closer than I expected. I know I'm biased towards Magic, because that's what I play all the time. So I figured, Magic, just gonna crush Star Wars. But if you actually dig into the numbers, of course, in an absolute sense, Magic won, right? We got $320 of value out of the Edge of Eternities box. We only got $186 of value out of the Star Wars box. But when you consider the price of the boxes, and that an Edge of Eternities collector booster box is $400, and that the Star Wars, I believe it's called Carbon box, is $250, and you actually math it out, it was super close. So with Edge of Eternities, we got back 80% of the money that we put in. With the Star Wars box, we got back 74% of the money. So Magic won by a little bit. However, as I mentioned in the video, we hit that Exalted Sunborn. There was $120 of Fractured Foil. And as soon as I opened that, I was like, oh my god, Magic's going to win this. It pretty much just does it with that one card. So if we exclude the most expensive card from each of the boxes, which for Magic was the Exalted Sun more than $120. For Star Wars, our most expensive card was the Darth Vader at $39. So if we just cross those out as outliers, then Star Wars actually kind of wins. Without the Exalted Sunborn, we only got back 50% of our value out of the Magic box. Out of the Star Wars box, without the Darth Vader, we got back 59% of our value. So really, all this to say, value-wise, the products were really close. I will say that overall, you have more chances at high-end cards in Magic. I was looking through the Star Wars set, and they do have some serialized cards. I'm not sure exactly how often you get them, but those are the cards that can get up to $200, $300, $400. In the Magic set, there's more cards that are hundreds of dollars, I would say, and they show up more frequently. So I think you get more high-end stuff in Magic. On the other hand, there's a lot of like $30, $40 cards, $20 cards in the Star Wars set. So I think that's the biggest difference. Overall, I'll say, I actually enjoyed opening both of those, even though I'm just barely learning the Star Wars game, just starting to learn how to play it. The cards actually look really good. The one other downside I would say about Star Wars is I don't know how we're going to get our money back out of these cards. One of the upsides of Magic is the biggest and the longest lasting TCG is it is super easy to sell your cards. Because we have places like Card Conduit, right? Where I can just ship all these cards off, I'll get some money back out of them in a couple of weeks. Star Wars doesn't have that. I know I can like go to TCG Player or eBay or something and try to sell them one by one, but I feel like the system for selling cards is going to make it a lot harder for me to get money out of the Star Wars cards than it is out of the Magic cards, which isn't really a deal breaker, but something to keep in mind. If you're cracking a lot of boxes, it's going to be way more work to get your money back out of Star Wars than is out of Magic, just because you're going to have to do a lot more individual listing, and there's nothing like Card Conduit, which is just so awesome for Magic, that exists in Star Wars, at least that I know of. If it does and I don't know about it, let me know in the comments, because I would love to ship off these Star Wars cards to some equivalent of Card Conduit. But anyway, everyone, that's been our ultimate space battle. In the end, pretty much a wash. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And by the way, if you need any of the Edge of Eternities cards we opened today, you can snag them from our sponsor Card Kingdom over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of this style of video, getting some other TCGs in here with Star Wars vs. Magic. And let me know what you think about Star Wars. As I mentioned, I've just kind of been learning this game. Have you played it? Is it worth it? How good is it? Let me know about that in the comments too. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll be back soon with another one. So until then, have an amazing day, and I will talk to you soon. Looking for even more magic? We can find our Edge of Eternities opening here, or maybe the video where I open repacks from $1 all the way up to $1,000.